minor mitzvah kala, you should run to do it, kibachamur, just like it's a mitzvah which has very much in our mind, in the way we judge and measure things, which is a very prominent mitzvah. So we should run to do this, a minor one, like we do a major one. Like we say in life, the problem is that we major in the minor things. Mitzvah, goreres, mitzvah. You do one mitzvah, so that in its train, it brings you another mitzvah. It follows somehow, it goreres, it schleps, it drags along another mitzvah. Valveri, goreres, haveri. And once you do one averi, so it leads you down the path of destruction to do another averi. There was a family, a mishpacha, that was, they were desperately in need of help. They were suffering poverty in the extreme. So they went to a person, a very known Talmud Chacham, and he said, I'll give you, he said, come, he said, I'll give you a letter to someone who's very comfortable in the position to help you. I'll give you a letter to him, and he'll help you with what he can, with 50 ruble or so. He takes the letter, and he's en route to stop at his door. On the way, it was a little bit, the directions were complicated, so he didn't find his way that quickly. He had to stop somewhere in the neighborhood to knock on the door. So he said to him, I have to see, this gentleman, he showed him the letter, I have to see him, would you know, could you provide directions for me to his door? He says, yeah, but why are you going to see him? He said, well, I have a letter from a big Rav at home. He said, I have problems, I need help. He said, I'm going with this letter, you're going to help me with 50 rubles or so. He said, who said you have to go? Why don't bother yourself going any further. Here's a 50 ruble, and go home as I give it. A while later, the one who the letter was destined to arrive to learned that the person never arrived at his doorstep. They should help him. So he summoned him to Din Torah. Because he said he took away a mitzvah from him. So the Zion listened to Din Torah, they passed him that he had to pay a knas or fine, 10 rubles, because he took away a mitzvah from him. Hayidin Shatznof a mitzvah. Someone came to the Chofetz Chaim when he was building the Radiner Yeshiva. So he says he's bringing money to pay for 1/4 of the building, the whole Mizrach wall. So the Chofetz Chaim said, I want to know who you are. He said, well, what did you do in your lifetime? He said, because in order for you to your doorstep should come such a mitzvah, you must have done something in your lifetime, goreres mitzvah, that you earned this merit. To you think you can take out your pen and a checkbook and you can make out a check, whatever you want. It's not quite that simple. You have to earn it. You have to have schusim to earn it to be able to do a mitzvah like that. The Chofetz Chaim said. There was someone who came to a Chesva Novi. He became so disenchanted with the Klal Yisrael. He was a style to the Rebbeinu Shalom. He said, "Hachshilem na b'nei adam shenim hugonim." He said, Rebbeinu Shalom, he said, make sure that their money does not reach a worthy destination. Wherever they think that they're giving to a worthy cause, it shouldn't go to any worthy cause. There was a gentleman supposedly representing an institution came to a town one time, and he asked the Rav, he said he came to raise money for his institution. He said, could he help him, introduce him to different possible donors? So he said, certainly come. So he takes him down the street a block, and they go into one house and knock on the door, receives him, receives the support, the donation. They go to the next door. They were practically going from door to door. Then it came to about the 8th or 9th house down the block. So the Rav says to him, he said, this house we skip, we don't go to this house. He says, why? He said, because he never had marriage schus, the inclination, the rushing. He never to do a mitzvah to help a worthy cause. He said, well, I'll tell you. He says, we're here anyways. But you, as the Rav of the community, it's a question of the honor of the Torah being disgraced. If you come in with me and he'll turn us down, after all, you're head of the community. He said, you shouldn't come with me. But would you mind? I'll go myself. So he said, I'm telling you, you're wasting your time because he's never, in the past, never. But if you want to, go ahead. He goes in. It takes shorter than the other visits, and the contribution was maybe even a larger sum or more generous than the others. He said, you from him you got? He responded. He said, yes. He said, you better leave town immediately. He said, you're an imposter. This man never had the merit of schus to do a mitzvah. He said, if he gave you, there's something wrong with your institution. Chanani B'Rakah Shoymer. Let's talk about the Baruch Zakos in Israel. The figure about mitzvahs. Shinamar. Adonai Chol Yisrael Tzidko Yagul Terviyah.